Of War and Ruin by Ryan Cahill. So I suffered through this one, y'all. I started Of War and Ruin in June. And I put it down. And then in July, I read a little bit more of it, and then I put it down. And then in August, I read a little bit more of it, and then I put it down. The first book in the series I really enjoyed, which is funny because you hear a lot of people talk about this series and say the opposite. They usually say the first book they really didn't enjoy, and then they enjoyed the second book, and they enjoyed the rest of the books after that. I enjoyed the first book. The second book was okay, and the third book was ooh. And also, I'm reading this in the time of the reading slump and all of these things happening with family. And last month, I just thought to myself, I don't want to DNF this book. I'm more than halfway through. Let me just push through and finish this book. And I did, and I rated it 3 stars. Do I recommend it? No. Do I recommend the series? Probably not. Am I going to continue reading in the series? I really don't know. My first thought is no, but I might change my mind just because there's one more book left in the series. Am I reading any of those novellas? Absolutely not, because the main books are enough to get through. And really and truly, I'm not a novella kind of person. Like, if you're point fiving me, like most of the time, I'm not going to. If the novella is a prequel and it happens before the action in a book, like Throne of Glass, then yeah, I'm more likely to read that. And that book has to like be something that you have to read before you read the series. Because if you get through the series and then they release a prequel, I'm likely not going to read that. Because I still haven't read the prequel for one of my favorite book series, which is the Wheel of Time. I have not read the prequel for that, but I've read all of the books, but not the prequel. And I'm just like, why, Sway? Like reading through those 14 books or 15 books, it was already a commitment. And then to read a prequel after, I'm just like, I don't have it in me to do that.